Hello everyone, I'm happy to announce that Weather Rampage's Winter Outlook 2015-2016 is now out and is by none other than myself, Adrian Howard. And I'm going to be kind of telling you what I'm expecting this winter season, as some things I have been examining are beginning to get a little bit stronger. Now what I was going to be telling you here is that there is going to be what is called, I know you've heard this term before, El Nino, which is going to be strengthening and getting stronger in the Pacific. Now, as you can see here, as I point on this weather map here that kind of shows the sea surface anomaly temperatures to show how warm the warm waters of the Pacific or any ocean waters on the Earth. As you can see here, they are red. These colors are red here off the coast of South America and off the coast of California, Baja California are extremely red. And this shows that El Nino will be strengthening, which is a phenomenon in the ocean where the sea surface temperatures are warmer than normal. That is going to kind of influence our weather patterns, and storm tracks usually their tracks are usually further south into the southern regions of the United States. Now, as far as winter weather predictions, a lot of talk has been about the Godzilla El Nino that is likely for this year. Ocean waters warming significantly, even off of coastal California. Pacific and subtropical jet stream level winds to get stronger. And what that means is that jet stream level winds, when this phenomenon occurs, they start getting stronger and they start kind of bringing storm systems to the southern states. I'll get into that a little bit more here in a minute. But as far as temperatures for the northern states, I am projecting temperatures 50% above average for the Pacific Northwest, temperatures 20 to 40% above average the further east that you go into areas of the Northeast. Average temperatures for the middle section of the country, temperatures 20 to 40% below average as you get into Oklahoma and areas eastward into the Carolinas. A little bit further south into South Carolina and areas like Texas and Florida, I'm projecting temperatures 50% below average. And that is, again, because of those storm tracks to the south. And that's typical of a typical El Nino pattern. Storm systems usually follow that track to the south. Now, because of the lack of storm systems here to the north, that is why I'm projecting what I'm projecting as far as temperatures there. Now, southern states, as I said before, temperatures below average, 20 to 50% below average or below normal. Possible record-setting low temperatures, I do believe will be a thing to consider. Also, it will be cold and frigid from time to time, but I believe it will not be entirely cold and frigid because of the track of storm systems, and it will be more rain, ice kind of event rather than snow, rather than blizzards or snow and such like things like that. But that does not mean that there won't be any snowstorms or anything in the south or anything like that. I just think that it will be more, the precipitation will be more in the form of a liquid as far as rain and ice. Now, as far as precipitation, for the northern states, below normal rainfall, 20 to 50% below normal. Wildfires will be a concern because there has been a lot of dry conditions, especially in California. But California is kind of getting a reprieve, or kind of going to get a reprieve from the dry conditions because they've been having more rainfall here lately, and probably will be having more rainfall out throughout the winter season. Now, continued arid or dry conditions unless rain occurs for those areas in the north. Normal rainfall for the middle section of the country, and for the southern regions for the south, 20 to 50% above normal. Flooding concerns, I do believe that there will be a lot of flooding as storm systems come back to back, come in like a train for the south. Continued rain or stormy conditions unless the weather pattern changes. Middle section of the country, average precipitation, I do believe, for this year. And as I was saying before, with the storm tracks, I kind of explained to you how they're going to be taking a southern track. And flooding, it would be a concern. And if there's a nor'easter or winter storm, that would be a concern also. but mainly rainfall, mainly ice, you know, that type of deal. And these storms, as far as the tracks, as you can see here, California, Southern California, that could be a track. You know, a storm system could come off of California, move into Arizona, Oklahoma, down into the south, and then move up the coastline and maybe potentially become a nor'easter, which is a winter hurricane. Or they could come out of Baja California into Mexico, or into Texas, or into the Gulf of Mexico, or into Florida. And this could enhance severe weather potentials for Florida also, in which they could be getting a major tornado outbreak this year. We just kind of have to see how that goes. And then as far as the usual for the Northeast, those nor'easters or blizzard type storms. But I don't think there will be a whole lot of blizzard type storms. I do believe that there may be one or two or three maybe, but just kind of depending on how the weather pattern goes for this year. So that is kind of what I'm predicting this year for Weather Rampage, as far as the winter outlook. Kind of give you an idea of what I am kind of seeing with everything as far as the El Nino. Now, for a typical El Nino, these conditions will be normal, but consider this year a little bit above normal as far as the El Nino pattern is concerned. So look for a little bit more in the way of what could be happening as far as precipitation, as far as temperatures, as far as everything that I explained to you. Look for that to be that or twice or double that. So gonna be keeping you updated on that. Please be sure to check the Facebook page at Weather Rampage, and also I will be uploading this video, will be on YouTube to view as well. This is Adrian Howe for Weather Rampage's Winter Outlook 2015-2016. Stay tuned.